Hello everyone, and welcome to this very special Essays and Espresso award show annually. With me today are my co-hosts, Boken.
Okay, it's not funny anymore. Hello.
We'll edit that. And Daniel.
No, I won't.
You're derailing my podcast, Boken.
Excuse me for you being a bad host.
Oh, I can't believe you went there.
Unlike me.
Oh my god. Yeah, this episode is a referendum on whether or not I get to be the permanent host of the podcast, as well as our annual Game of the Year awards. So, before we get into the subjects of the Game of the Year awards, let me explain how this is going to work. Like all great democratic decisions should be, this list of mine was compiled in secret, and it's very biased to my tastes. And the rules basically are, we have to reach a 2/3 consensus on each one of these. If you, the listener, have a different opinion, that's fine, because none of these choices actually matter. Don't take it too seriously. And finally, we must have at least seen a trailer for a game before we can vote on it. Alright?
Okay.
Oh, okay, and
Do you want me to watch trailers while we're recording?
no, you must have at least seen a trailer before this video.
Okay.
It's just, we can't play every game, so a trailer has to be enough. So, also, Daniel and Boken don't know what the categories are.
Okay, hold on. So,
Oh.
if you are like introducing a category and
Yeah.
both me and Daniel have not even seen a trailer of the game, then
Yes.
we're stuck because we can't reach a 2/3 consensus.
No, we'll just ditch that category.
I see.
Like I said, none of this actually matters. Don't take it too seriously. I specifically wrote that rule because I knew you were gonna be like this.
Like what? Being a stickler for rules?
Yes. Okay, so are we ready to to do this?
Sure.
Okay, the first category, the first Essays and Espresso Award of 2019, goes to the dumbest gaming-related decision of the year. Our nominees are the Google Stadia, all of those Game Passes, the DLC for Fallout 77, which created all those segregations, Epic exclusivity, ? I don't know if those are dumb or not. Blizzard, siding with the Chinese against the Hong Kong people.
Oh.
Microsoft refusing to send... getting political here. Microsoft refusing to send out Project Scarlet development kits. And that... the final one is when they modded that Pokemon girl to be white.
Can you post that in the chat?
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say
we're just gonna edit this into the video then.
my
I just
my
decided
vote
this for Daniel.
my vote immediately is Stadia, simply because I feel like the Stadia was a bad idea on the onset. I would have to imagine out of all of these, it is the one that cost Google the most money comparatively to everyone else. And it is the one that's like, because at least the other stuff, there were like bad decisions that may have happened in the moment, or they were bad, but they weren't catastrophic. I feel like Google Stadia was bad idea from inception. It was executed poorly and has probably cost them a shit ton of money.
It's also really endemic of a higher up who doesn't understand the industry they're in. Nobody, and this is the same for those Game Passes, nobody wants this.
No.
Nobody wants these subscription models for video games. No one is asking for this. It's always these out-of-touch big companies, faceless CEOs who are trying to push this shit.
See, let me push back there, because I actually like subscription models, but you're not getting a subscription model with Stadia.
I was going to say that too.
You are buying access, or you can play it for free, but if you want the full experience, you need to pay monthly, and then you still have to buy the fucking games.
Yeah.
That you already own
What?
to play them on a much inferior version.
See, that's the thing. That's why a lot of people at first were like, "Oh, this could work," if it was the Netflix subscription model where you pay a fee monthly so you have access to all these games. That's not how it works. You still have to buy the games.
I wouldn't mind that if that was the case.
Like, because at least then you can put up with, the game is laggy, but or whatever. At least I can play all these games. You know, you can put up with it. Not when you're still buying the games individually. Then what's the point?
See, then the Google Stadia is even worse than I thought.
It's that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying this Google Stadia was a bad idea from the onset. This is what they call a non-starter.
Yeah, the Game Passes seem to be generally doing well. I don't think those are dumb decisions at all. Maybe they don't. I don't know how much money they make, like how profitable they are as a business venture, but I don't think those apply even.
Yeah.
Fallout 76 has been terrible, but not specifically because of that DLC.
Yeah.
I think Fallout 76 in itself has been a bad idea.
But that DLC did not help the game.
I wouldn't agree. I wouldn't agree that Fallout 76 is a bad idea. I think the idea of Fallout 76 can work. It was just executed in the worst way imaginable.
I wonder why Bethesda refuses to make like a little, like we've talked about this so many times. Why don't they just put $1 million and have a little team do like an isometric Fallout specifically for the hardcore fans?
Because they don't care about hardcore fans.
Well, I think you also have to take into consideration that the people that work at the company now probably don't have the skill set to make a good isometric like Fallout RPG.
No, you just hire a contractor to do it.
Like
give them a license.
Obsidian.
Oh my god!
I'm not sure how many people of the Fallout 1 days are still working at Obsidian.
I think so. I mean, there are also people that used to work at BioWare back in the old days that currently work at Obsidian. So I don't think it's outside of the realm of possibility. Not only that, but just look at Pillars of Eternity. Like,
are you sure about that? Because BioWare hasn't been doing good RPGs either for like 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They haven't been doing that because all the key people left.
Going back to Blizzard siding with the Chinese, I feel like that could be a really costly decision, depending on whether Trump decides that China can go fuck themselves. Because this is a real nightmare PR-wise.
That whole situation was just bad.
I'm not sure how much of it actually sticks, though. People seem to be already moving on.
Yeah, see that's why I'm sticking with Stadia, just because like that's something bad, obviously, and it was a big controversy. At the same time, though, Boken's right. People already not even started. People have pretty much moved on from it. People have not moved on from the Stadia. People are still talking about the Stadia.
Well, the Stadia just came out.
Did you guys see that tweet of the? Yeah, you did. I think you sent it to me, Bogan. The guy was like, "No, it was a Reddit post. Well, I deleted my Blizzard account because of the protest, but now I want to play Fortnite again or now Overwatch." Or something.
Oh my god, that's pathetic. It's so pathetic.
Here's the difference. It's good for Blizzard if people are moving on from that debacle. It's not good for Google if people are moving on from the Stadia.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Okay, so my vote is for the Google Stadia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Google Stadia.
Runner up, making the Pokemon Go alright.
Yes.
Whoa.
I feel like that's that's like when that guy cut The Last Jedi and he removed all the women and all the minorities and all that shit.
Oh my god. That's so awful.
Did he make that commander's hair a normal color too?
I think he just cut her out. I will say though that she probably should have had regular hair. I would not trust a commander with pink hair. I wouldn't trust a banker with pink hair. But that's another story.
That's a very oddly specific thing to say.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, Stadia wins. Stadia's done.
Stadia wins the Essays and Espresso Award for the dumbest gaming decision of 2019. So the next Essays and Espresso Award goes for the best console exclusive. This is the award for the best console or platform exclusive. And if some of these games aren't exclusive, that's probably because I didn't study it enough. I know Death Stranding is currently exclusive. It's not going to be, though. But let's see. We have Luigi's Mansion 3. We have Super Mario Maker 2, which was listed, by the way, as being on Xbox, PlayStation, and Microsoft Windows. That's such nonsense. We have Link's Awakening. Some PlayStation VR stuff, maybe? That Fire Emblem game, did that come out this year?
Yes, Three Houses.
Yes. Waifu houses, right?
Basically.
Yeah. We have Death Stranding for now. Pathologic 2, that's gonna come out on consoles, but it's still a PC exclusive, right?
Is it coming out on consoles? I didn't hear that.
I think he tweeted about that.
Interesting. Well, it is on PC for now, so.
Okay, so it counts. Is Yakuza 4 a PlayStation exclusive?
Yes.
Alright, I'll put that up there.
I mean, does that really count? That's a port.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah, well.
At least, I mean,
I thought it was a remake. I thought it was like
no,
a
it's
remake.
not a remake. It's just
Get it out of here!
Judgment.
It's gone.
Boken's right. Judgment is a better pick.
Okay, Judgment.
Is that PS2, PS4 exclusive?
It is. Yes, Judgment is a PS4 exclusive. They may port it to the PC at some point. Maybe Xbox. I don't know. But for now, yeah, it is PS4 exclusive.
Okay, Judgment and then Tetris 99. Which is the best console exclusive?
Did this come out 2019?
I think, I think so. Tetris 99.
Huh.
I think so. We'll count it anyways.
I don't care about any of these.
Judgment.
Yeah, I think this was a weak year for exclusives.
No,
I didn't play Judgment.
I mean, Daniel, you're fucked because Acer and me haven't even watched the trailer of that game, so we can't pick it. I'm sorry.
Well,
sorry.
I mean, that's the only game here that I've actually completed.
I'd say probably.
You should watch a trailer right now.
It's too late.
No,
the cutoff was earlier.
Judgment is really, really good, but if I had to pick a runner-up, it'd probably be Pathologic 2.
I haven't seen a trailer for that either.
What? How have you guys not seen at least a trailer of Pathologic 2? That game has been everywhere.
I reposted a funny Pathologic 2 meme yesterday, though. It was very good. It was like some kind of king.
Well, that counts. If you post a meme, that's almost like...
There was some kind of king, and he was talking to his subjects and saying, "Some of you are gonna die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make."
Hee. A meme can be a trailer, I feel. So my vote is for Tetris 99. It's the only game here that I've played outside of Death Stranding, which I also played. And spoiler alert, people, I didn't love it, as everyone else is pretending to have done.
Pretending, yes. They're lying to themselves.
I feel like it's kind of like when Bioshock Infinite came out and everyone loved that game. I kind of liked it, but I knew, this game is being a bit over-celebrated. And what do you know? People turn around on that game. I feel like people are going to turn around a bit on Death Stranding. That game has such shit dialogue.
Well, don't spoil it for me. I haven't... I own it, and I plan on playing it. I want to experience all that Kojima dumbness myself firsthand. Raw.
What have been the big PS4 exclusives this year?
Death Stranding.
And Judgment.
Judgment. Days Gone came out.
Oh, yeah!
That's not the
Days
best
Gone
console
did
exclusive.
come out. And
I mean, I knew that came out, but I just didn't count it.
And
I feel like
it kind of came and went.
PlayStation has been riding on third parties this year. They had RE2, they had Devil May Cry.
Medieval came out, the Medieval remake.
Oh yeah! I saw a trailer for that. Anyways, Tetris 99, that's my vote. What are you guys voting for?
Judgment.
I'm gonna vote for Super Mario Maker.
Okay, so there's no best console exclusive.
Well, isn't this the stage where we try to like convince each other?
I guess.
Okay, so Judgment has a great story. It's like a film noir, like
Yes.
you know, murder mystery.
It doesn't matter how good it is. We haven't seen even a trailer for it.
That's the dumbest rule ever.
Well, that's why I'm trying.
That's so dumb.
That's why I'm trying to explain it to you, so you can get an idea of like, oh, that's why this is a good game, and that's why it should win.
But it doesn't matter. We haven't seen a trailer.
Oh, fuck off.
I haven't seen a trailer of Tetris 99 either. I guess it's Tetris, but I don't know.
It's pretty good. Okay, well, I don't want to give it to Super Mario Maker. I don't feel like I want to give it to that smug Italian jackass. How was Link's Awakening? Was that good?
No, it's boring. It's really boring. I talked to you about this.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
But it was so cut up.
I watched...
Wait a minute, we talked about that like 7 times.
Yeah. And we never released the episode. I watched a video, like an hour-long video, where someone made a Super Mario Maker 2 level based on that indie game, Letting Go. Was it called that?
Yeah, that one he's in shooting himself up with a hammer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, like every time you make a mistake, you basically fall down to the start and have to start over, and people were fucking going crazy over it. And I thought it was funny, and that was the only interaction I had with Mario Maker 2.
Okay, I'm gonna change my vote to Death Stranding. Is somebody else gonna vote for Death Stranding?
No.
Oh, I could vote for it because I have seen the trailer, but I don't want to.
Like, my thing is, with Death Stranding, I have no idea, based on what I've seen, if I would even enjoy playing the game. The game is like love-hate. You know, and of different aspects of the game. I've seen people love the gameplay and hate the story. I've seen people say that they love the story but hate the gameplay. So it's like all over the place. So I don't know. I can't put a vote for it just because it's so tenuous and like out there and nebulous and it's weird. I have no fucking clue.
Do you remember, Daniel, when I said I talked to you about how I like when games just tell their story with the game? Like Minecraft is the story of a guy who struggles and then he like masters his environment and all that. Sure. I feel like Death Stranding's story is about a guy connecting people, but I feel like if you skip all the cutscenes in Death Stranding, it becomes a much better game because it does that. You're connecting people. And that's the story the gameplay tells.
So the gameplay story is infinitely better than the actual story. Gotcha.
Yes.
Well, I need to play it myself. I don't think this is something I can just judge without playing it. This isn't like Neptunia where I could just glance at it and be like, yeah, that's shit.
Whatever, I'm voting with you. Let's go to Death Stranding. Death Stranding seems like a game that if I had no expectations, I could jump in and maybe be completely immersed for 40 hours and then have it like be one of my favorite games ever.
Well, you
I
are
feel
very...
like that's not gonna happen now.
Well, you are like very pretentious and you want something that like...
It's true.
You're all about like, no, it needs to be a unique experience that speaks to my soul. Can't just have a fun game.
And you know what? Since this is the best console exclusive, I guess we should consider it from this angle. I think Death Stranding is the only game here that moved a console. Like, who's buying a Nintendo Switch for Luigi's Mansion?
That's a very convenient argument because you left out Super Smash Brothers.
That didn't come out this year. Did that come out this
No,
year?
Did it not?
No, it came out last year.
I think
Oh, it came out
last year.
late last year. Right.
It came out late. Here's the thing
Jesus,
though. Here's the thing
fuck,
though,
really?
Boken. I'm going to challenge you on this because you're choosing Death Stranding because of its uniqueness, right?
He's choosing it to
Sure.
move on.
Also,
I
yes.
would wager Pathologic 2 is arguably a more unique game than Death Stranding.
I can't
But
vote
he
for it though.
hasn't. He can't vote for it, Daniel.
I
We
will
can't just
grant you
break
your
the
argument
rules.
Okay, so
By Ace's idiotic rules, I have to give it to Death Stranding over Pathologic.
They should put that on the Pathologic box. I would vote for it over Death Stranding, but I can't. Okay, so the best console exclusive of 2019 is Death Stranding. But when it launches on PC, I suppose it loses that title. Or not. It doesn't matter.
well, it's for this year, so whatever.
Okay, so the third category is the best kid game for children. I have Kingdom Hearts 3. I have Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, so I have Kingdom Hearts 3. What do you guys have?
Wait, that's it? That's all you have?
No, no, that's the joke. I also have Super Mario Maker, Luigi's Mansion, Fortnite. Did they do like something this year? I don't care.
Yeah,
Minecraft,
they did the whole
did
Black
they do-
Hole event, right?
I don't know. Did Minecraft do something this year? I don't care. Did Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair is also here.
yes,
shit.
yes, that released this year.
I'm voting for
Mesmeric
King-
will be mad.
I'm voting for Kingdom Hearts 3 to trigger the lips.
But there are no
because I
other
hated that
kid
game.
games this year.
Ah,
What
maybe.
about Pokemon?
Sure, Pokemon can be there
I
too.
want to vote Luigi's Mansion 3.
Ugh,
What do you mean? It's a good game.
I don't believe you.
What do you mean you don't believe me? What's wrong with Luigi's Mansion?
Guigi, for one. I remember him from E3.
What's wrong with Luigi?
That's just stupid. That's
It's
just
a
dumb.
it's a kid's game. What do you expect?
Is Guigi supposed to be Luigi's Heartless?
No.
That's a Kingdom Hearts reference. Okay, Bogan, you're voting for what, did you say?
Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon. Fine, I guess I'm voting for Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Even though I really wanted to dunk on Kingdom
Have
Hearts
you even
3.
seen a trailer of that?
Yeah, we did the E3 trailer.
Oh,
Don't you remember?
Yeah.
I don't care.
I mean, I've played a couple hours of Luigi's Mansion 3. It's a really good game.
Alright. This wasn't supposed to be the best game, though. It was supposed to be which game is the dumbest. You've ruined my system, Daniel.
Sorry. Well, I mean, if we're going
Well,
for if we're going for dumbest game of these, it's Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, like,
Like it's not even a contest.
and like if you're mad with Daniel's decision, just don't vote for it.
No, if you're mad
well-
with my decision, you should have like give it a better name. Like you put best kids
No.
game for children.
I-
You didn't put the best dumb game.
I'm using my privilege as host, and I am disqualifying Luigi's Mansion.
What?
Too many... Because it's best kid game for children, I feel like Luigi's Mansion has some adult appeal as well.
By that logic, none of these appeal. Like none of these like fit then because they all have. They all
I
appeal
feel
to
like
adults.
I feel like Kingdom Hearts 3 appeals solely to children and children at heart. And children at heartless.
Did you even finish it?
No, I played that. I played until I had finished Toy Story, and then I said, "Fuck this."
What? Why'd you say fuck this? Was it the story?
Yes, it was seeing Woody do like the anime posing where his fist sort of clenches, and then he puts his hat over his eyes, and he goes, well, you goddamn, they're heartless. It was just so
dude,
dumb.
Dude, that moment where like Sora was about to like go up to the big bad, but then Woody like puts his hand up on and to tell Sora to stop, and he has this look on his face like, mwah, beautiful, magnifique.
See, that's why it's the best kid game for children.
But that's just a fantastic moment that anyone can enjoy.
Oh, I also
Okay, so
hated
it's Kingdom Hearts 3.
Are you voting for it?
I've seen a trailer, sure.
Yay!
All right, there you go.
Okay, number 4. We have game or franchise they need to stop making.
Oh.
We have Call of Duty. We have Pokemon.
Hey.
We have we have assorted Nintendo shit. We have Life is Strange, The Walking Dead, and Gears of War.
Okay, they have to
I'm
be
gonna say-
way more than that.
What?
There have to be so many more franchises there.
Well, I mean, we'd be here all day if we put all of them.
No, these are specifically the ones they need to stop making. I feel like
Life is Strange.
The Walking Dead. Yeah, The Walking Dead, the Life is Strange, those sort of movies you click your way through need to stop doing this shit.
No, I don't. No.
I disagree.
No. I don't agree with that. I think that type of game is fine. I'm voting Life is Strange because Life is Strange has some of the worst dialogue I have ever seen in a game.
Have you played
Doesn't-
the second one?
I
Life
refuse.
Maybe it's better.
Isn't Life is Strange, Daniel? You'll remember this joke. Isn't that set in the Captain Autism averse?
Possibly.
Don't you remember? Don't you remember that they put that game? It's called like Captain Imagination or something.
Yeah,
It's about
yeah,
a
I know
boy
what you're
with
talking
imagination.
That I didn't see the whole game, but like I saw bits and pieces of it. Granted, out of context, but like I don't know how even in context some of those scenes would have been good. I know what you're. Someone called it Captain Autismo. That's what you're thinking.
Ah,
of.
yes, it was Captain Autismo.
Yeah.
There have to be more categories in this game. Like, what about Assassin's Creed?
That didn't come out this year.
Oh,
They
you're right.
remastered the third one.
Oh, so-
the last one
Okay,
came out
that's true.
late last year.
So
What about Tomb
okay.
Raider?
I don't feel like Tomb Raider is horribly offensive.
Wait, which
It is in
Tomb-
its current state, but it could be better.
Oh, you're right.
that doesn't matter.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider came out this year, right?
Yep.
Oh,
This
okay.
isn't which franchise could be better. This is which franchise do they need to stop making. Period.
I'm just throwing out ideas.
Well,
Get your panties in a twist.
I'm thinking it should be Life is Strange because similarly to the
I disagree
Google
because
State-
you don't know what you can't talk about a franchise if you haven't played the second game in the franchise and don't even know if it's as bad as the first one.
I think the rules
Okay.
are very clear. He can talk about it if he's seen a trailer.
I have seen trailers of Life is Strange 2 and Captain Autismo, if you want to consider
That's-
it part of the series. And I have physically played the first Life is Strange. So, fuck Life is Strange.
No, you can't talk. I can't fucking believe that I'm defending Life is Strange because you're being so unreasonable.
Why?
You
How am I
fanboy.
being unreasonable?
You don't know if the second one is actually bad, so you don't know if the franchise should actually stop.
Based on what I've seen, it doesn't look any fucking better.
It looks
It's
the
completely
exact
different
same.
characters. They're not pretentious art students.
I mean, just because it has different characters, that doesn't suddenly mean the writing quality is going to go up. If you have a shit writer that worked on the first game, he's not going to magically become a better writer in the second game just because he has different characters.
Hey,
but maybe he had a better
Daniel.
idea than the first one.
Daniel, I resent that. Chris Avallone wrote the second game.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Chris Avallone wrote Life is Strange Season 2. He wrote on it.
I had no idea. Shit.
No, he didn't. Gotcha.
Oh my
I
god.
was just gonna say that's a
I was-
lie.
I was gonna like.
Wait, Fokin, you didn't correct me on the lie, though. You were totally
No.
willing to go along with it.
No, I wasn't. I was just. It was just
Like,
what?
that's-
That can't be true. He's fucking with me.
Like, it seemed like the most un-Chris Avallone thing like he could have possibly worked on. Okay.
What other big releases do we
Now,
have?
Boken, you also have to keep in mind, like, I'm not saying like Life is Strange should legitimately like completely stop. I'm saying compared to everything else on this list.
Okay, counterpoint. I can see a scenario where Life is Strange is not terrible. I can't see a scenario where Call of Duty isn't terrible.
Call of Duty
think-
is Call of Duty actually terrible, or is it just fine?
See,
Like, is it legitimately awful, or is it just the same shit over and over again?
Yeah, the
And
same
it's
shit
just-
over and over. Same with Gears. By design,
thing-
they're boring fucking games.
The thing about Call of Duty, though, is those games are not bad. People hated them because every game started becoming Call of Duty. But Call of Duty in and of itself is totally fine.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Life is Strange is shit, I think.
Yes.
From what I've seen, Call of Duty is not fine. I mean, that's a very subjective statement.
Well, obviously, it's just our opinion. I mean, have you even played Call of Duty recently? Like, I know I haven't. I haven't touched. The only Call of Duty games I've ever even played were Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2, and that's it. And I have not touched Call of Duty before or since.
I've played Advanced Warfare, the last one I played, and that was awful.
I've only played that.
And that's
that
considered
zombie-
one of the better ones, by the way.
that zombie part in the German theater or cinema or whatever it was. That's the only Call of Duty I know.
What I'm saying though is like I feel like it's just cool to hate on Call of Duty, and like it feels like even doing that now is like really, really old hat. When the series for the most part is just like serviceable and it's not even like all that terrible, I don't think there's anything wrong with the series continuing.
Yeah.
Like,
So
they
I'm-
have their
I'm
audience,
voting-
they appeal to their audience, and you know,
I'm voting Life is Strange. I'm voting Life is Strange. Where are you guys voting?
Life is Strange. Get it out of here.
I'm absolutely not voting Life is Strange. Even though I hated the first game, I am willing to defend a small indie project or like the small middle market project, whatever, against the...
It's by Ubisoft,
against the
though.
fucking annualized ground and bray shooter garbage that is coming out every year
Okay.
and taking way
Life
too
is-
much
Life is-
screen
Okay,
time.
Life
but-
is Strange
Okay,
is
Boken, I
Ubisoft,
see what
though.
you're saying. I see what you're saying
Square.
in that, like, Call of Duty is probably just going to continue being the same shit over and over to the end of time, while
Gears is probably worse, by the way.
Life is Strange, even though it's complete shit now, you know, the fact that it's made by this small team, you know, they could hire new people that could improve it. While with Call of Duty, right, like, it's a machine, right? Like, they're like a factory pumping out
Yeah,
those games.
Life is Strange at the very least has some soul to it.
Sure, I think it's a bad, shitty, twisted soul, but sure, it has some soul to it. There's no soul to Call of Duty. I get what you're saying. But, like, from my perspective, though, like, Life is Strange is just so shit. Like, I don't think it's even worth salvaging.
But
Like,
it's done. Like the first story that you hated is done.
Sure, it is
Guys.
done. But, like, I don't want to see what the people that made the first game have in mind for the future, because
I want them out of work right now.
I mean, I don't want them to be hungry on the streets or anything, but I'm just not interested in their, you know, whatever future writing endeavors they have.
I don't know.
Okay,
I've
so-
made my point.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree with your point. I just feel like Life is... I don't mind another Call of Duty. I would mind another Life is Strange. I would like, ugh, this again. And it's specifically because of that E3 trailer with all those jackasses from YouTube who are like overreacting to like, oh my god, you can press A to cry. And then they did it and then they themselves cried or some shit. Ugh. Ugh, get it out of here. So Life is Strange unanimously wins the award. Then the franchise they need to stop making. No, it's a hotly contested title every year.
Fine,
I think you'll find.
It's funny that we have The Walking Dead on here when The Walking Dead is dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, why is Walking Dead here? The people that make The Walking Dead are actually dead. Like Telltale is gone.
I meant more like that. I was more going for that Telltale style of game, but I feel like Life is Strange probably should have been the only thing I wrote. But I'm just more sick of The Walking Dead.
I don't see what your I don't see what your problem is though.
Walking Dead peaked with season 1, and then it just staggered on to live for way too long.
Sure, but The Wolf Among Us was really good.
No,
I didn't play it.
What do you mean no?
The first 2.5 episodes were good, and then it was complete garbage.
Whatever.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut the next category because we already talked about Game Passes. It was the award for the best Game Pass, but that was like a joke. Here's the new category: Best Anime. I have JoJo 5 and I have Darling in the Franxx. What else came out this year?
Darling in the Franxx didn't come out this year.
What?
Oh.
Anime?
Well, I feel like
so. I'm like the only one here who watches seasonal anime at this point, right?
I don't watch seasonal anime. I'm the old man of anime. I don't I'm still watching Gunbuster.
I feel like you guys are just being dicks. Vote for the damn category. What are some other good animes this year?
Well, the best one is Vinland Saga. That's not even a question.
No. I'm disqualifying that because of my cultural sensibilities.
Look, clearly...
Cultural appropriation.
Clearly the best anime of this year is Monster.
It didn't come out this year. It's not even remotely.
We saw it this year. That's what matters.
Okay, what can I add to this list? There's Vinland Saga. There's Tsurune, I think, came out this year.
I don't know what that is.
I talked about it on
JoJo
the
5.
podcast. You fuck.
I only know JoJo 5 and Darling in the Franxx. And Darling in the Franxx didn't come out this year.
Wait. The best anime of the year is season 5 of BoJack Horseman.
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch that.
Well, I did. Daniel did.
Oh wait,
yes.
I did watch that Family Guy joke, so I could theoretically vote for it.
Mm-hmm. There we go, best anime.
I'm gonna contest that a bit, Daniel. If you want to be a dick to Boken with me, I feel like Fire Force should win the award.
No,
you haven't even seen a single bit of footage from Fire Force.
I've seen a girl whose clothes come off or something.
Yeah.
I think you sent me that.
That's like a screenshot.
Fine, I guess
Also,
BoJack Horseman.
Demon Slayer was really good.
That's the one with the girl in the backpack, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the girl with the little
watched...
thing in her mouth.
I would go for Demon Slayer if you are boycotting Vinland Saga. Even though Daniel should back me up on Vinland Saga because it's genuinely great.
I want to see Vinland Saga when it's done. I'm not really big on watching stuff as it's airing. But yeah, if I had seen it, I probably would vote for it just because it looks like it's up my alley.
It has really fucking great dumb anime fighting, but also like really well written characters and a lot of drama and sensible character arcs. And it's like one of the few animes that is like that. What other animes are there that takes place in Scandinavia and actually feels the cold and the ice?
You know, Boken, Scandinavia is not... You can't just say Scandinavia. Iceland is not in Scandinavia.
It doesn't take place in Iceland.
Yes, it did. The first episode was set in Iceland.
Yeah, the first episode. And then they moved on from a godforsaken place. Actually, they then went to Great Britain.
One day,
so I guess it's
one day I hope one day I hope to move on from this godforsaken place too. I almost met Mike Pence the other day. Did I tell you guys? He was here on some NATO business. Anyway, I'm voting JoJo 5. You guys can vote what you want. Are you voting BoJack?
BoJack.
Is BoJack an option?
Yeah, it's an anime.
BoJack.
Okay, then it's BoJack.
All right, the next award is for the best character design. And this is just very opinion based, unlike the objective standards we've been applying so far. I have Death Stranding, I have Astral Chain, I have Sekiro, I have Final Fantasy VII. It was technically re-released on the Switch and Xbox, so I'm counting it.
No.
Yes?
No.
You guys can just not vote for it.
So wait, best character design like overall?
Yeah, I have Bloodstained, ? Link's Awakening, and then I have The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition on the Nintendo Switch.
Fuck off with your re-releases.
No,
It doesn't count.
I love that though, because they made the game look like shit to get it on the Switch. Oh,
okay.
but I'm confidently voting for Sekiro. I feel like the character designs there are really good.
I was
like
Sekiro.
visually.
Are we talking about a specific character or just in general?
General.
I think in general I'm going for DMC 5.
Oh.
Strong.
Or Katana 0.
I feel some strong DMC5 energy coming from you, Daniel, but I'll remind you that the Divine Dragon in Sekiro was so good.
Yeah, Sekiro had good character designs, I'm not gonna lie.
It was such a cool dragon.
This is gonna seem so out of character for me, but I'm gonna go with Sekiro.
I also feel like Death Stranding, though, because you had, what's his name, Yoji Shinkawa or whatever his name is. Those are really nice character designs, but then they just have the faces of, like, Hollywood actors, so no, it's not gonna stand. Are we gonna convert to Sekiro?
Yeah, because, like, the actual characters, like the main characters in Devil May Cry 5 look fantastic, but, like, a lot of the monster designs, while some of them are really good, there are some that just kind of are generic and blend in, while most of the characters in Sekiro, like, all of them look fantastic.
I don't know. But in Devil May Cry 5, they did so much. Sekiro is a new game, right? And that's admirable in its own way, that it like came up with a bunch of original ideas. But DMC5 did the other one and evolved characters that we already knew in
but
great
I
ways.
feel like I feel like you could just switch DMC5 for RE2 because that did the same thing. So I'm not as impressed by it because they did it twice this year.
No, they didn't. Like, how is Leon different in the remake from the original?
What do you mean? They upgraded him.
I'm not saying they look better. I mean, Dante is old now. Nero looks different, and he has new abilities, and they make sense, and they complete his gameplay.
That doesn't factor into character design.
Of course it does. It's character design.
I mean, I almost purely meant visual, though. I guess I didn't write that.
Well, if you're going with fucking visuals, I love how Virgil looks now. I love V.
I guess I should have said that. No, it's okay. Let's just say best character design in general. Then I'm staying with Sekiro purely because of the Divine Dragon.
The new design of Nero has that hand in it, and like that is a visual representation of what they did to his gameplay as well.
They cut it off, and then they replaced it a bit.
But also, let's not discount Katana Zero here.
I didn't play it.
I know Daniel has.
Katana Zero is so good.
Had that cool Russian guy.
Does Astral Chain have good visual design?
Astral
we talked about
Astral
that.
Chain I think has a really cool like art direction. I don't know if the actual character designs are like all that
Art
good.
direction. That's what this category should have been called. I'll
Oh,
remember
well,
next year.
Okay, yeah, art direction is like a totally different thing.
Yeah, that's different. Art direction is also probably also going to Sekiro.
No,
Yeah.
if we were going for art direction, I would have picked Astral Chain.
Really?
I think its use of colors is great. Like it just looks super anime and bombastic, but like in a good way.
I got very I didn't play much of it, but even after 1 or 2 hours, I already grew tired of the environments.
I didn't feel that way. I thought everything looked fantastic.
Fanboy.
How am I a fanboy?
I was trying to be funny. Sorry.
Didn't work.
No. They don't always land, though. You know that.
I don't know. I guess if the room is with Sekiro, I don't mind joining.
Yay! And I think this is the first of 2 awards. I imagine Sekiro is going to win. The next one, Sekiro, I don't think will win, and that's the best original property. I have Death Stranding, I have The Outer Worlds, Sekiro, Astral Chain, Katana Zero. What do you guys want to add to this?
Katana Zero.
And Outer Wilds.
Oh, Outer Wilds 2, I guess.
I haven't.
Is Disco Elysium? That's like an original property. That's not based on like an old
original.
board game.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sticking with Katana Zero.
I haven't played it, and I can't vote for it. But I also don't really want to vote for anything else.
Not
I
sure.
beat it
I mean,
twice.
obviously, Katana Zero is great. I think as its own property. I like Outer Wilds more because it has way more world building. Like,
I guess I would.
It has a whole galaxy filled with, well, not filled with, it's actually a very small galaxy, but it has really great science fiction in the sense of having these weird phenomena with scientific rules that you're discovering, and they're really crazy and just, I don't know, it's a very completed world in itself, and I love that.
Did either one of you play Control?
No.
No.
Me neither.
I
So
mean,
that can't win.
Yeah, I have it, but like I only installed it and I never actually played it.
Which of these properties would you like to see return? Like, would you like to see a Katana 2
No.
or a Katana 1?
Well,
I guess.
Mm.
Katana 2, no. Katana 1? Well, maybe.
Katana 02.
I actually don't want any. At best, I want a Katana Zero DLC, but I don't think I kind of don't want to return to any game. At this point, I'm happy when people just let things lie and be the way they were.
I feel like Astral Chain, if they like, the consensus on that was it was pretty good, but it wasn't everything we like. That won our E3 award. Do you guys remember? We were so tired when we voted for that. I feel like if that got a sequel, I would probably really like it.
Yeah, I haven't actually played much of Astral Chain yet. Like, that game has really divided people. Like, I know that one guy in particular. He was like super hyped about it, and then he played it and he fucking hated it. And
You mean Perry?
no, that's not who I was thinking of.
Okay.
He's the guy that made the video about Dante's style system in Devil May Cry 4. He said that it was implemented badly. I don't know if you've seen that video.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I did. I really disagree with that video, but he made other good videos. Like, he made one about how Kingdom Hearts 2 has great combat, actually, and I thought that was pretty good for the most part, even though he did say a few like dumb things. But he's a cool guy.
So what are we voting on here?
I'm sticking with Katana Zero.
All right,
I'm
Vulcan?
sticking with Outer Wilds because it's one of the few. It's not only an original franchise; it's one of the few good actual sci-fi franchises. Like sci-fi has been dead for so long, and I was so happy exploring that world.
Here's the problem. I haven't seen a trailer for either one of those games, so those can't win unless either one of you changes their minds. I'm beginning to think this voting system I concocted
is pretty bad.
I'll fix it for next year. Don't worry. I don't know. Maybe Death Stranding. That's a pretty good original property, even though the dialogue is bad. I guess.
How much better would Death Stranding be if it was not made by Kojima?
See, I feel like Kojima's strength as a game designer really, for the last whatever long time, has been in the game rather than in the story. You see, like, PT as a game is really good, and that game, its story is so sparse, but it totally works. The Phantom Pain is some of the most tight gameplay you'll ever find. Story's crap. Death Stranding, gameplay is so good, cutscenes are crap. So I don't know if
clearly Kojima just needs to stop writing.
He needs somebody to write his stories. Like, the stories are fine. It's just it's kind of like, it's like the Star Wars prequel. The story is fine. The presentation is awful.
Sure.
He needs an editor.
He needs better writers. He fired them all after Snake Eater. I don't know if you guys know that. He fired all the people. He was tired of fighting with them, so he fired them and surrounded himself with yes men.
Oh, no wonder! That makes so much sense! No wonder Metal Gear Solid 4 was such a train wreck. Oh, God!
Well, Metal Gear Solid 4, he didn't originally direct that. The guy who was directing that was sent death threats because Kojima wasn't doing it, so Kojima came back, and I feel like Kojima directed that with a lot of spite.
Yeah, a lot of Metal Gear Solid 4 felt pretty, I don't know.
Hateful.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you like Snake? Well, now he's an old man and he's gonna die, so you can't get another game. And also, he's old because of genetics. He didn't grow old. There are no in-between adventures. Oh, you wanna know about the Patriots? It's over. We finished it. Oh, Big Boss is also dead. And Meryl's gonna marry this jackass.
A lot of the game felt like, oh, you want these questions answered? Here you go. You don't like the answer? Well, too bad. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I want to make something other than Metal Gear. And then he continued making Metal Gear for another 10 years.
All right.
Whatever. I think there's just no good property this year. That's the unfortunate reality we face.
Okay.
It's not true.
Well, then you need to change your mind on something. Or Daniel does.
I think Outer Wilds as a property is both more expansive and has more promise for the future if there ever was a Outer Wilds 2.
Did you
Katana
play
Zero.
Outer Wilds 2, Daniel?
I own Outer Wilds. I've seen a little bit of footage for it. I have not actually played it.
Are you going to change your mind?
Just for the sake of moving on, sure.
Yay.
Outer Wilds.
Outer Wilds wins.
I had this whole rant prepared if you weren't going to meet me.
The next category is the exact opposite. It's the best sequel, prequel, reboot, remake, brand extension thing. All right, and this is a big one.
Brand extension thing?
Brand.
So sequel 2.
Yeah, just it's another entry into a franchise.
Okay.
We have Link's Awakening, Red Dead. Did that come out this year?
No.
I think so.
No, it didn't.
No?
It came out October last year or something.
Oh.
Okay. Devil May Cry 5, RE2, Jedi Fallen Order, Pathologic 2, Lego Movie 2 video game, Shenmue 3, and Mortal Kombat 11. And Bogan, I wrote Mortal Kombat 11 for you specifically because Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat are basically the exact same game.
There have to
Okay,
be
so-
way more games than that.
Yeah, probably. They're probably.
Well, I mean, my choice is like obvious. Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah.
Let me go
See, if
through
this-
the list here. Oh, what the fuck?
I mean, obviously you're not going to pick
What the
Link's
fuck?
Awakening. You know,
No.
No.
you're not going to.
I guess Super Mario Maker 2. Do you want that?
No.
Is
I
that
don't-
the
I
world
don't
you wanna
actually
live
like
in?
Super Mario Maker 2.
Oh. Devil May Cry 5, RE2, Jedi Fallen Order. See, I feel like if this were the award for best return to form, Devil May Cry would take it because RE2 came back to form with RE0? No, 7?
Yeah, RE7, came out like
Really?
2017.
And really bent that series back into shape. Good God.
Devil May Cry 5 is definitely a return
I will
to form.
say, see, Boken, you can consider thinking, but I think Daniel and I are both going to say Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna say Devil May Cry 2.
All right, we're unanimous.
Devil May Cry 2
I just don't
or
want
Devil...
us to go over, like, to forget something.
Yeah. Devil May Cry 2 also came out on the Switch, if we want to include that.
No.
Because you specifically said Devil May Cry 2.
No, he meant Devil May
That's a-
Cry,
yeah, I know.
comma.
Did I say
T-
2?
Oh,
Oh yeah, I said
I
2,
know.
you dumbass.
he meant
I know! Stop this! You're bullying me needlessly, I think.
I mean, isn't that par for the course?
I feel like, Daniel, when you're hosting, Boken and I are very kind to you.
I'm not
This is
even going to
completely
dignify
unfair.
that with a response.
Nah. I almost got you, though.
No.
Well. So yeah, it's Devil May Cry 5, right? We're not gonna linger on this
just
too long.
move on. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a shit year for games. Can we just say that?
No,
I don't think so. I
few
think
good
this
games
was...
have been out.
I don't
See,
agree with that.
I vehemently disagree. I think this has been one of the best year for games in a really long time.
What?
Yeah.
Do you realize 2016 happened?
Yeah, I do.
I think
do you realize Breath of the Wild, people need to forget that game?
Don't you mean 2017?
Do I?
What happened in
Yakuza
2017?
0, Nier Automata,
Didn't play it,
Breath
didn't
of the
play it.
Wild.
Oh yeah, I mean 2017. So it's been even
yeah.
shorter. And Acer is saying in a long time. For 2 years.
In a long time. It's you know what? It's probably because this is the first time in a really long time where I played a lot of games.
Oh wait, the best game came out in 2017. Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
That's a joke the audience won't get. It's just for us. Here's another category. Best game we didn't hate. I have Sekiro.
Wait, what?
Best game we didn't hate?
What the fuck? What? What?
So we didn't love it, but we didn't hate it either, you know?
Oh, so you're saying best meh game?
No, it's just like the best, it's just like a good game. It's not like a
What kind of
masterpiece.
category is this?
So it's like the best fine game.
It's just like, this was a video game I played, and I don't hate it.
Well, that would be probably Jedi Fallen Order. Because Sekiro made me hate it at a lot of points.
It had such deep stealth, Boken. I don't get you.
I've been kind of mellowing on Sekiro. Like
Yeah,
I was
I-
furious with it when I played it, but
I said when that game came out in our talk that I think people's reaction is going to mellow because I feel like if this is just... I feel like it was release hatred. But I feel like people are going to warm up to that game as it gets a bit older and we have more fun games to look on. You know what? This was a dumb category.
This
Here's
was
one.
this was bad.
Okay, this is the award for the best game we're still trying to make this work. Metro Exodus, Borderlands, and Rage 2. Like, are we still trying to do this?
Are we still
I'm gonna vote
trying to
for-
make this work? Why isn't Outer Worlds here?
What?
What do you mean?
Why would Outer
That's a new
Worlds be
game.
there?
Because isn't that basically like the same as like Fallout 3 and New Vegas and Skyrim, and it's like, hey, we're still trying to make this work.
No, that's the best, like, step aside, you dumbasses. You don't know what you're doing.
I feel like it's Rage 2 or Borderlands 3, where it's like, you're in the wasteland, and you have a car, and you're shooting crazy people.
I don't know. This is a really weird category. Like, I don't fully get it. I don't think.
It's an idea that hasn't been working and that they tried to revive again and failed, right?
Yes, it's like the Universal Monster Cinematic Universe. They try making it. They did the Dracula Untold movie. It didn't work. They made the Mummy movie. It didn't work. But they keep trying to launch this fucking cinematic universe.
But wait a minute. I thought people really liked the Metro series, and I thought people really liked Borderlands.
Yeah, I guess. But
I
it's more
mean-
like Metro. It's more like those two series have never been like, bam, this is like a real series now. It's always been sort of a fringe series, and they've never really broken into the mainstream.
I guess, but that doesn't really correlate with what
Hold
the
on.
category is.
Hold on. I can end this category right now because this obviously has to go to Days Gone.
Yes, okay. It's Days Gone. Days Gone is going to win another category later on, by the way.
Sure. Okay. Whatever. Let's move on.
Like,
okay.
obviously, zombie survival open world garbage is something that no one needs, and
Post-apocalyptic,
they actually made it.
cinematic. It's Days Gone. The next category is for the best game we didn't play. So I have Link's Awakening. I have that Monster Hunter World game, Iceborne, right?
Okay, you're opening another chestnut of rules that I'm gonna question here. Because do we all have to not have played it?
We have Control. We have Jedi Fallen Order, Super Mario Maker, Disco Elysium, Pathologic 2.
Best game we didn't play.
So if one of us has played this, it doesn't apply.
No, he just can't vote for it. Just two of us must have not played the same game.
Okay, so
fuck.
I've played Link's Awakening. I've played Jedi Fallen Order. I've played Super Mario Maker 2.
I'm voting for Control, because that seems like a game I would like, but I just haven't played it.
I'm voting for Disco Elysium.
Oh, you know what? I'm voting for Disco Elysium too.
Yeah, me too. Oh, that was easy.
Yeah. Like every time I see that game, every time I hear anything about it, I'm like, damn, that sounds fucking awesome.
You guys should vote for Outer Wilds.
No, I can't, because I haven't seen a trailer for it.
Oh,
No,
that's
I'm not
better
as
though.
I'm
You
not
shouldn't
as
even watch a trailer for it.
well, I'm not as excited to play Outer Wilds as I am Disco Elysium, to be honest. Like that game just looks so weird and interesting and cool. Like
That's because you shouldn't have any expectations towards Outer Wilds. That's just a game you hop in, and then you hop out, and then you're glad. You don't want to know anything about it. You don't want to have any expectations whatsoever.
How many more categories do we have?
We have like 10 more or something.
Jesus.
Fuck. Okay.
Jesus.
Disco Elysium. Let's move
Okay.
on.
Move on.
Okay. Number 13 is the biggest disappointment of the year.
Wait.
Ooh.
Oh, right. Okay, biggest disappointment, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have Death Stranding, we have Sekiro, which I think is going to win.
No.
We have Bloodstained, and we have Astral Chain.
No, what's gonna win here?
What?
And I'm gonna come
What's
over
gonna
to
win?
fucking Florida and Iceland and punch you in the face if you're not agreeing with me. Is the Wolfenstein Youngblood. Fuck that game.
Yeah. No, yeah.
See,
That wins.
No, well, see,
That wins.
wait.
That wins.
Did you guys genuinely have high expectations for that game?
Yes, because it's Wolfenstein.
Really? Yeah,
I
but
didn't-
like it's clearly Sekiro. It's FromSoft.
Sekiro wasn't
you-
that terrible though.
No, but it was more disappointing because I would
No.
imagine. Really?
I didn't. No, because like I don't think. First of all, I don't think Sekiro is a bad game at all. It's hard.
It's not the worst. It's not an award for a bad game. It's a disappointing game.
Sure, I hear you, but like at the same time, Sekiro is still like a good game. Wolfenstein Youngblood is a terrible game.
Yeah. Was I kind of confused that you guys both were disappointed with Sekiro? I thought I was the only one.
I wasn't disappointed with Sekiro.
I thought it was fine. I was disappointed with it though.
I mean, I didn't love like I haven't like really tried to like get into Sekiro yet. So like I didn't really feel disappointed because like I have to be in the right mood to play like a Souls type of game, and I haven't been in the mood yet. So I haven't given it like a fair shake. While with like Wolfenstein Youngblood, before it came out, I wasn't like super hyped or anything, but I was like, oh yeah, that sounds neat for a Wolfenstein game. I might try it out. That sounds pretty good. And then everything is like, oh no, this is actually like one of the worst games of the year.
Yeah. Like Wolfenstein, I don't know if I had high expectations. I knew it was kind of a like offspring game, but they did nothing that Wolfenstein usually does well.
See,
and
like
actually did it well.
Like Youngblood had a lot of potential to be like a really cool game because it was co-op and like it seemed to have like interesting ideas, and apparently they were just like done really poorly.
The two daughters of BJ, you could have done something with that. There was nothing there. But
when I saw that trailer, I immediately knew this game wasn't gonna be anything. I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, it's his daughters. It's like this is. Wolfenstein Youngblood didn't look like what good games are made of. Sekiro did. Like they increased the verticality and of the movement, and I thought, damn, Souls does really good. FromSoft does really good level design. So clearly, being able to jump and swing around is going to become really interesting in Sekiro, and it just wasn't.
I think Sekiro, even though I didn't like it, does too much right to be that disappointing. Wolfenstein is genuinely abhorrent. Like even the basic moment-to-moment gameplay is terrible.
I feel like this is a showcase of you guys having higher expectations of what was clearly a bad game from the early trailers than I did.
Well, I have high expectations because I love New Colossus.
Yeah, well, maybe if I had played those
and
new
also
Wolfenstein games.
I'm more disappointed because I had high expectations,
Yeah.
And it's like it's just sad when the franchise you love is suddenly going down the drain because they're being forced. I don't know what exactly happened there, but this is Wolfenstein. This is taken the name. They could have worked on anything else. They could have done the proper sequel right now. They didn't. They spent their resources on that garbage. That makes me angry.
Yeah. Fine. It's Wolfenstein. The next category, you guys are going to love this one. It's the best Chris Avallone game.
What?
Friend of the podcast, my friend, personal friend, Chris. Best Chris Avallone game.
Okay.
We have Jedi Fallen Order, and we have something called Degrees of Separation. I don't know what that is.
I mean... I haven't played Degrees of Separation, so Jedi Fallen Order it is.
You'll notice, you can't see it, but like it didn't even have a Wikipedia page. It was just like black text. Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order. This was a dumb category. We're moving on. The most pleasant surprise of 2019. I have Medieval and Katana Zero. What do you guys have?
That's Katana Zero.
Katana Zero.
All right. See, we're flying through this. We're flying through this, I say. Now we have the best indie game. Disco Elysium, Untitled Goose Game, Baba Is You. Did that come out this year?
Yes.
Pathologic 2. What else do we have?
Katana Zero.
Didn't I put that in?
No.
Oh,
Katana Zero. That's also in there.
Hold on, what else? I have my list here. Outer Wilds?
Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Sure.
Is that the
I
the
don't know
beat
what
'em
that
up?
is.
No. It's like a rhythm game.
Oh. Was I thinking of River Girls something?
Oh, River City Girls. That's not really an indie game though. That was made by Way Forward.
Okay.
It's a good game though. Of these, I liked Untitled Goose Game, but I didn't love it. I tried playing.
Yeah, I feel like
like
the internet embraced that Goose Game because of its meme potential, but that's not a game you play twice, I don't think.
I agree. Like it's enjoyable for that first time, but it's not like it doesn't have a lot of staying power. So I tried playing Baba Is You, and I sucked at it, so I didn't get super far.
They should make like an action game. Like I saw they modded that goose into RE2 as the tyrant, as Mr. X, and I feel like they shouldn't have done that. They should have just put geese in the game who steal your resources while you're maneuvering through the areas. I feel like that would have been much better. But anyway.
Well, yeah. Katana Zero again, I guess.
I haven't seen anything from that, so I can't vote for it. I'll say Disco Elysium?
I'm pretty sure I've shown you clips of footage from Katana Zero.
Yeah, you have, actually.
And we can't
Sure.
vote for Disco Elysium because none of us have played it.
Oh, yeah. It's the best indie game, though.
The best
Voting
indie game
for-
is Baba Is You, but since Daniel doesn't like it, I guess we're
I don't
land on Katana
dislike.
Zero again.
To be clear, I do not dislike Baba Is You. I simply suck at it.
I can't believe I was going to push for Disco Elysium, a game none of us played,
Yeah.
to win the best indie game. Okay, fine. You guys can have it. It's Katana Zero. The next category is the best game with a prominent car. Okay, so you can't just look at the game. You need to assess the value the car brings to the game, too.
What?
Guys.
What?
Okay, so... this joke isn't as funny as I thought.
I'm still
We
waiting
have-
for the list, Acer.
We have Team Sonic Racing, Death Stranding, Need for Speed Heat, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, Devil May Cry 5, and Formula 1 2019.
Wait, Devil May Cry 5?
It had a van.
Yeah, they had the
I-
Scooby-Doo car.
I guess it did. All right, that's my vote then.
Well, I feel like you're just voting for that because it's Devil May Cry.
Well-
what's with the...
It's the only
You haven't
game.
even
It's the only
assessed-
game here I've played.
You haven't even assessed the car, what the car brings to the game, though.
Did Team Sonic Racing come out this year?
I hope so.
I think it did. I think.
I think so too. I'm voting for Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Guys, come on, you gotta vote for something.
I'm voting for DMC 5 because it's the only game I've played.
That game barely had a car.
Why did you put it on
But
the
I
list?
guess.
But the implementation of the car in the game was pretty awesome. Just the cutscenes alone, where you find the payphone, and then it just like comes in out of nowhere in these over the top like beautifully animated cutscenes, was just mwah. It was magnifique.
Fine. It's Devil May Cry.
Does the Mantis from Jedi Fallen Order count as a car?
Is it a car?
It's a spaceship.
It's not a car.
It's not a car. It's not vehicle. It's a car.
Yes.
Is it not a vehicle? Is a
No, it's just a
spaceship
car.
not a
No, this-
vehicle?
Yeah, it's a vehicle, but
yes,
it's not
it
a
is
car.
a vehicle.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's a vehicle. It's not a car. Very clear.
Fine.
What
I
do you
don't
think
give
the
a
car
fuck.
is?
Like, I care what the fuck wins most prominent car in a fucking video game.
But this is what his fucking stupid list is. You just gotta roll with it. When in doubt, lame it out.
I love this category.
It's like, look, this whole thing is like playing Cross Tekken. When in doubt, lame it out.
I had the pad to make the numbers look better, so I put that in. Fine. It's Devil May Cry 5. Now we have the most underrated game. I have nothing. Was there anything underrated you guys?
What?
Nothing.
Nothing?
What the fuck?
Nothing. You had nothing.
What was underrated?
You should have at least put something.
I don't.
And Katana Zero was pretty underrated. I feel like
Yeah.
no one talked about it.
Yeah, that
Except
should be on
us.
the list.
Yeah, but that's not. This isn't the award for the most overlooked game. It's underrated.
What?
The people who are talking about Katana Zero are saying it's good, right?
That's
I feel like
true.
Katana Zero is very rated.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah. I don't know then.
Maybe there was no underrated game. Maybe 2019 is the year we all learn to rate games properly.
No.
No,
I think I get what you're saying about, like, yes, the people that know of Katana Zero rated it highly, so that makes it adequately rated or correctly rated. But I think something not being as well known as it should be also adds to its underratedness.
Sure. Well, I guess a lot of people know about Pathologic 2, right?
Not as much as they should. The company almost went out of business because not enough people were buying the game.
Okay, so is Pathologic 2 more underrated than Katana Zero?
Considering it almost killed the company, yes, I would say
I'm
so.
gonna say no, because I've seen talk about Pathologic too.
Yeah, see.
I still think the fact that the company almost went under because the game wasn't performing well enough makes it.
This should have been
underrated.
called the most hidden gem. I'm realizing that now. But fine, it's Katana Zero or that other one, Pathologic 2. I'll say Pathologic. I'll say Pathologic 2.
Yeah, I'm going with Pathologic.
What about Baba's You?
I feel like that's a very overrated game. Nah.
That in itself makes it eligible for being the most underrated game.
No, I've seen a lot of people stream it. I've seen a lot of people talk about it. A lot of people rate it highly.
Baba Is You. People are not saying that's like that is a rated game. That's a properly rated game. This award should be, here's a game that got a 7 out of 10, but is really a 10 out of 10. That's what this award... This is a bad category. The next category is the most overrated game. Surprise! I have Death Stranding and Kingdom Hearts 3.
I don't know if
it's
Kingdom
Death
Hearts
Stranding.
3 is really that overrated, though. When it came out, fans were like at each other's throats over it. So I don't know if that's really fair.
Yeah, I'll say Death Stranding because Death Stranding probably is going to win all the game awards because Jeff Keighley is Kojima's friend. It's not the
I
best
don't
game
know.
of the year, guys.
Death Stranding is another game that's like, it's very divided. Like, people either love or hate that game. I don't.
But I feel like the critical consensus is that it's a masterpiece. It was like the 5th game to get a perfect 10 on Eurogamer or something like that.
I guess, but at the same time, like, look how many people think that game is complete shit. Like, there is a sizable number of people that think that game sucks.
True.
It's not an insignificant amount of people.
True, but I feel like the awards being hurled at Death Stranding's way are way too excessive. So I'm still voting for Death Stranding, unless Logan can come up with a...
I would go with Sekiro.
I don't think Sekiro wasn't like highly rated though.
I
People
think
were
it
kind of
was. I've heard
disappointed.
only raving applause for that game.
Yeah, but I feel like that was only during the launch. I feel like over time the people that were like really loving it at launch have sort of turned their backs on it.
Have they? I don't know about that.
I feel like
I don't know. I
think you're the only exception.
I wouldn't put Sekiro. I've heard a lot of contention with that game as well as adoration. I feel like it kind of balances out.
Maybe Devil May Cry was overrated.
No.
That was just fine.
No.
I'm going to say Mortal Kombat 11 was incredibly overrated. Didn't even play it, but it still looks garbage, and Mortal Kombat is generally a bad game, like a bad franchise.
You
Wait,
know
isn't
what?
it just like Street Fighter?
I'm going to agree with Boken. I haven't even played Mortal Kombat 11. I've only seen gameplay footage, so I'm just going to go for it.
All right.
But Mortal Kombat 11, people praised it for having better animation than the previous games, which A, is not true, or barely true, and B, the sad thing is, the last years when Mortal Kombat came out, or Injustice came out, people didn't say, "Whoa, this is bad animation." They were fine with it. And now that it's gotten a little bit better, they're pretending that it's fixed, even though the animation is still fucking garbage.
Because it was like a marketing hook of the game, maybe. Because they put it in the trailer. Oh, we've retooled the animation, blah, blah, blah. And then all the people go, oh, I retooled all the animation, so now it matters to me.
Well, I don't know.
It's Mortal Kombat 11. That's the most overrated game of 2019.
Yeah, and also, like, Mortal Kombat, just these fucking fatalities. They're dumb. They're childish. The game needs to fucking grow up. I hate what Mortal Kombat is at its core. Its DNA is fucking awful. And it still sells like crazy and people love it. And it's ugly and brown and just shit.
What's the game with a bear? Is that Tekken?
That's Tekken, yes.
Yeah, I remember playing a lot of Tekken back on the PlayStation 1 days. Back when I lived on an island, you guys. But that's a story for another day. The next category is the best... you know what? This probably is a bad category too. the best video game essay video you saw this year. Since that's sort of our groove.
Oh, fuck.
I see.
I'm gonna vote for my KOTOR 2 video.
You can't vote for your own video.
It's not the rules.
No,
I haven't seen that, so I can't.
We can't put our own videos.
Why not? I want to put that in the description. I want to put that on the thumbnail.
That's
the
incredibly biased.
Yeah, I think I spoke to my bias earlier when I was explaining the rules.
No,
fine.
No, we can't put our own videos. That's dumb.
Fine.
If we're gonna legitimately have a category like this, we should be propping other people up, not ourselves.
We should be propping up a smaller channel. What did that Matthew Matosis guy do this year?
Oh yeah, small channel.
I think his video on Zelda was pretty good. Was that this year?
On Breath of the Wild?
Yes.
I think he did release that this year.
That's my vote. What are you gonna vote on, Daniel?
You're gonna have to give me a minute. I need to look up.
See, this is probably the category where I should have put some...
Yeah, you should have put some, because now I'm like, shit.
Examples.
Who released what this year? Like, god damn it.
I'm realizing that I completely stopped watching video essays, honestly.
Oh, that's not good.
This is why we should have been allowed to vote for our own stuff.
No, that's...
You and your integrity. Integrity.
Can't help it. It's the way I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
This must be so riveting for the listener. Just people going, I guess.
Why do you gotta be like this? Okay, here's one. Chariot Rider. He released a video on Deltarune, the surreal horror of Deltarune's avatar. That's my pick.
I haven't played it.
I don't care. That's my
pick. I've seen a trailer for it.
It's a good video. You should watch it.
Well, I guess there's no winner this year.
No, that's
I'm
the
still
winner because
going
no.
through my subscriptions. Oh wait,
That's
I know. The fucking best game is Rasputin's What Gaming is Like for a Non-Gamer.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a really,
you two
really
voting
good
for that?
one.
I haven't seen it.
Well, Boken and I have, so that's going to be the winner.
Jesus Christ, he fucking blew up. 5 million views on that thing.
Good for him.
pretty
He
good.
deserves it.
He does. His follow-up got 1
Rasputin.
million views.
Whoa, that's pretty good.
Yeah, good for him.
How much did his subscriptions jump up? This is also
Oh,
riveting for the listener.
crazily. Like, he's now doing YouTube full-time. He was at, I think, 50k or something. He's now at 200k plus.
Good for
240k.
That's pretty good. When's he gonna come on this podcast, though? Forget the little guys. Nah, good for him. The next category. Okay, here's when I stopped padding. I just padded above this one. So now we have good categories coming up. This is the award for the best sidekick of 2019. Now, Daniel, I've nominated you as my sidekick.
No.
Bogan, what do you think?
No. I'm not your sidekick.
Now, in reality, I have the Devil May Cry 5 fangirl who gave Dante the guns. Nico, yes. I have the Star Wars robot. I have BB from Death Stranding. I have that guy in Resident Evil 2, the cop guy who becomes a zombie. And Ukulele launched. Lele is the bat, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the sidekick then. And I guess Gooigi too. Because we talked about him earlier. I'm gonna give it to Nico. She was so fun.
Yeah, I like Nico. I'm gonna pick her as well.
She was good. I also like the cop guy, honestly. He was
Yeah.
he was pretty heroic and just had genuinely good dialogue.
And then you killed him.
Not overly flowery. Yeah, and then I came back to that to the safe zone, and he was attacking me, and I was like backing off for a moment, and then fuck, whatever, and shot him. It was good. It was well executed.
Imagine that. Good dialogue in a Capcom game. Woof.
Oof. Oof. Also, what was that robot's name in Star Wars?
B2?
BD2.
BD1, that's it.
I just wrote robot.
I liked BD1.
BD1 is fine. He's a bit too... I hate that the droids in Star Wars are so cutesy always.
You want like a jackass.
No, I
droid
don't know
who's
why
like,
they're clearly... The fact that they always behave like little animals is very manipulative.
Yeah, it's true.
I guess.
I like that Dio robot they've got going in the next Star Wars movie. He's like just a big wheel with a cone on his head. And they did the video where they launched him out. He like beep 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 beep, and he came on stage. He rolled on stage, and of course the internet took that and they did Dio. So he rolls on stage and he's screaming like it's me, Dio. It does all the JoJo memes. That was pretty funny.
I like that in The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian does not like droids.
Oh yeah,
and the
that's
one
pretty good.
and that one droid in the first episode, he's like, "All right, you're not too bad," just because he was kind of a badass.
The Taika Waititi robot.
But he still had no problems just like shooting the fuck out of him. So I was like, "Damn,
Yeah.
that was cool."
Did you guys ever read the Shadows of the Empire book?
No.
Bogan, you were talking to me about getting deeper into Star Wars lore. That book, that should have been a movie. That should have been Star Wars 6, and then Star Wars 6 should have been Star Wars 7. It is so good.
Interesting.
Yes.
All right.
It's also very topical for this episode.
What other, let's name at least a few more sidekicks. I'm going through a list, trying to imagine what other sidekicks there were. I kind of like the blacksmith in Sekiro. Not sure if he counts as a sidekick. I guess he doesn't really.
Nah, I don't think so.
There was My Friend Pedro, but the game, the sidekick was mostly there for exposition, and the exposition was garbage.
did a God of War launch this year? Because it's not
No.
going to win. See, I feel like even if you find another Sidekick, it's not going to beat Nico. She was so much fun. And there was this tweet of that chick who hated her. And it's like, no, it's just a fun little scene.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Nico.
I'm finding nothing else.
Best Sidekick of 2019. It's Nico. Devil May Cry 5 gets another award. The next category is for the best villain of 2019. I have Virgil from Devil May Cry. I have Darth Vader when he turned on his red lightsaber. And I have
Oh my god, that was a red lightsaber and he used the Force.
I know that thing. I recognize it. I clapped when I saw the thing.
Genichiro from Sekiro. Because I liked him. He was voiced by Kenjiro Tsuda. I'm going to say...
Really? These are all your choices? There's nothing else?
Well, I mean, what else villain do you have? Like, what's another great villain? RE2 didn't have a good villain.
The Russian guy from Katana Zero, for one.
I didn't play Katana Zero.
Oh, you're right. The Russian guy was pretty good.
Good God, you're going to give another victory to Katana Zero?
This was a well-written game.
It's a really good
What can you
game.
do?
It's like a side-scrolling platformer, right?
No.
Kind of. Yeah, there's a
Not
lot more
really.
to it than that. There's a lot more. It's more like Hotline Miami with katanas.
Yeah. Fine.
The Russian guy goes to your next door neighbors, who are always too loud, and he fucking tortures them and kills them, and then sends you a video of it.
Did Return of the Obra Dinn launch this year?
No, that was last year. Also, that didn't really have
probably.
a villain.
No, I was just generally thinking that probably would have won some categories.
Yeah.
Best boat. Best game with a prominent boat.
Best vehicle.
No, that's not. No, that's too nebulous. Like, what's a vehicle? Lexs are technically vehicles. Not really. Fine. I guess that Russian guy wins.
Yes.
You Katana Zero fanboys.
Play it.
Now I have the the best
Genichiro
hero.
was a good one, though. I liked him.
Yeah, he had Kaiba voiced him.
Ooh.
Yes. He's starting to voice everybody. He voices Norman Reedus in Death Stranding in the Japanese version, but you can't play the Japanese version in Europe for some reason.
Interesting.
Like halfway through the game, I thought, Jesus Christ, I hate all of these characters, and they're all just data dumps, and none of them has a personality. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to swap to Japanese, so at least I'll get to hear him talk. I can't. I can have English audio, I can have Polish audio, and I can have French audio. I don't want to listen to this game in French. But Kojima probably would like that. You guys saw that tweet he did where, well, the French have so much more refined tastes than Americans. Anyway.
They like my piss game.
Oh yeah, I actually like that when you piss. There was a scene where I fell down a mountain and I started to piss and I pissed blood.
Yikes.
Anyway, the next category is the best hero of 2019. We have the guy in Star Wars. We have Norman Reedus. We have the protagonist from Sekiro, formerly known as Sekiro. Dante and the gang. And we have Leon and the girl. What do you guys think?
It's definitely not the guy in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck him then.
He's just okay. He's not like bad.
Did you know?
But
He
he's not,
played
like,
the
great.
Joker.
He played what?
He played the Joker in that Gotham show. He was the Joker, baby.
Okay.
You don't remember that video?
Yeah. I didn't play enough of Sekiro to like really get to know Wolf, so that was his name, right? Wolf?
Sekiro. Yeah, something like that.
This is difficult.
For me, it's between probably Dante and Leon.
I would honestly pick Nero over Dante.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Dante and the gang. Because there's no like one main hero
so
in that game.
if it's fucking Nero and Dante and V, then obviously it's DMC5.
yeah,
But see, you have to then divide it by 3 too. So it's the best aggregate hero from Devil May Cry 5.
They're all good.
It's not the best individual hero.
Devil May Cry wins.
What about Leon and the girl?
Claire. Like, you're not even calling her by her name. You're calling her the girl.
I wrote Claire in
I
the
didn't
text.
play Claire's campaign.
Yeah,
Leon's
me
was
neither.
fun.
I don't want to play as a girl.
I'm going with Dante and the gang.
Fine. No, I'm gonna vote for Norman Reedus. I feel like we've been way too cruel to Death Stranding throughout this entire video.
We haven't played it.
I'm gonna take
You
a
have
stand.
been you have been more critical of Death Stranding than either of us.
I'm gonna take a stand because I'm a brave YouTuber, and I'm gonna say it's not Dante. It's Norman Reedus.
No, Devil May Cry wins.
You're not
What do
even
you-
saying his name.
Yeah, you're.
It's Sam.
That is such a good point. You're not even referring to the character. You're talking about the actor. Yes,
was
what a
barely a
great
character.
character Norman Reedus is.
If you'll find that I didn't refer to any character here properly.
Except for Dante.
No, it's Dante and the gang. It's not Dante and Nero and.
You still referred to him as Dante. As
Fine.
As opposed
Fine.
to Norman Reedus.
I should have called him something like Sword Goth and the gang, but he's not really goth.
All right.
Anyway,
Next one.
this is the semifinals. That's the one right before the last one, right?
Yes.
Okay. The best game where you push the stick forwards and the movie plays and it stays gone.
What? That's not true.
Wait, no.
Yes.
That's a lie.
That's an open world like third person shooter with like crafting.
I don't care. It's all the same.
But no, that's like what you're that category should be for games like Detroit, not Days Gone.
Oh, did Detroit come this year?
No.
That was last year. I
And
think
also,
that
I
was
would
last year.
quit the
You know
podcast.
what? You know what? I'm giving it to Detroit anyway.
No, you're not.
It's a bit of an upset. I know this, but the Academy has spoken.
I mean,
No, what came out this year? Like that? Oh, it's Life is Strange, probably.
Yeah, kinda.
I guess.
Outer Wilds is very. I don't know if that counts though. It's more
This is
it's very exploration.
the
heavy.
idea. The idea here is that it's that generic Sony game like God of War, where it's just you strip away the gamey part and you make it as cinematic as possible, and you just push forward, and then something happens.
But honestly,
that's
then
the
it's
idea
Jedi
here.
Fallen Order.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, it has some like very
But what
easy
about-
platforming, some
but
very
what about-
dumb action set pieces.
But what about the moment where Darth Vader turned on his red lightsaber?
Is Darth Vader in Jedi Fallen Order?
Yes.
I haven't.
You haven't finished the game?
No,
I haven't finished it either. I haven't gotten to Darth
I'm
Vader.
very close to the end though. I'm pretty sure.
Ah, god damn it. Sorry.
I don't care.
Sorry.
I would have really rolled my eyes.
I feel like that's sort of the folly of a lot of Star Wars media now. Is they always it's Star Wars Rebels, and now Darth Maul is here, and now Ahsoka, and now Obi-Wan is here, and Darth Vader and Thrawn. How about just do like KOTOR, completely self-contained?
Yeah, but I feel like Jedi Fallen Order got around that mostly.
Yeah.
True, but then they put Darth Vader in
Yeah,
it.
which I didn't
I feel
didn't
like-
know.
Yeah, maybe.
They should have just stuck with the second sister, who's actually like a really cool and interesting character.
Yeah, maybe.
Whatever. Anyways,
she's really not, but okay.
Okay,
what
so
do you mean?
How far in are you?
I've like the only cutscene I've seen her is like in the very beginning.
Well, yeah. What an interesting character.
She's a very deep and interesting
I'm not
character.
saying she's deep. I'm saying like, ooh, she's cool. I want to see more.
Trust
You want
me,
to see more of her?
When you see more, you don't want to see more.
All right. Well, okay.
Okay, so this is the final category, and it's the game of the
won?
year.
It doesn't matter. It wasn't really. It was barely a
I
category.
think Life is Strange 2 wins.
Yeah, Life is
Sure.
Strange 2 wins.
Sure.
It wasn't nominated, but it wins anyway.
None of us have played it.
I thought Days Gone was like The Last of Us, but a bit more open.
No, it's like
No.
a completely open world game.
Yeah.
Well, fuck that. It's Life is Strange 2 wins. And then we have the Game of the Year award, the official SS and Espresso Game of the Year.
By the way, you know what I think would win? Would be the new Call of Duty campaign, right? That's like, hold forward and win.
I don't know, I haven't played it.
Yeah, me
I haven't
neither,
seen
but
the
I'm just
trailer either.
assuming.
I thought you said, I'm just human. Just assuming. Okay, so the nominees are Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, Link of Evolution, and I don't have anything else.
Did that even come out this year?
That came out this year.
They still make Yu-Gi-Oh games?
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking makes money, Boken. It was like the highest selling card game of all time, now of the year, 2 years ago or something. It beat out Pokemon for a little while.
Well, my game of the year is Devil May Cry 5.
Wait a minute. It doesn't work like that, Daniel. There's actually a procedure for this.
What?
Which game won the most topics so far? Did you guys keep count?
No.
You're the fucking host.
I told you
that's
to
a
keep count of
completely
this.
arbitrary way to choose game of the year.
I said you guys should keep count of that stuff.
No, you did. First of all, no, you didn't. Second of all,
Yes, I did.
Second of all, even if you did, that's a stupid way to choose game of the year.
Also, the most votes went to either Devil May Cry or Katana Zero.
Also, I can really just change what the game of the year is with stupid categories like that car, like that car one. But I think Devil May Cry 5 actually won that one. So I guess this is the only really serious conversation. So what do you guys think was best? Daniel, you thought Devil May Cry 5 was the best game?
Game of the year. Hands down.
Game of the year. See, I think RE2 would be my pick.
I mean, respectable choice.
I feel like Devil May Cry 5 is so much crap and so much garbage.
What?
And it's kind of made for a mouth-breathing mass audience.
Fuck you.
But yeah, I don't know.
Unwashed heathen.
I love that scene where Dante got the fedora though, and he started doing Michael Jackson.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. You know, I showed my dad Monster, and he was like, "Oh, this is just a crappy doctor anime. I don't want to watch this. It's a doctor cartoon." And I was like, "Dad, you can't just think like that. Oh my god."
And then that's when you realized, oh my god, that's me.
Oh my god, I'm my dad.
Oh my god, that was me.
So the reason I think Devil May Cry 5 is game of the year is not only is it just a great game in and of itself, it single-handedly saved the Devil May Cry series. It brought it back to its former glory, and it gave most of the fans what they wanted. There was some controversy with the lack of reversals, but like the people who care about shit like that literally comprise less than 1% of the Devil May Cry fan base. For the vast majority of people who just wanted to enjoy a good Devil May Cry game, this delivered, and it also opened the door for like the future of the series, where we'll probably see a Devil May Cry 6 or maybe a cool spin-off or something.
Yeah. Didn't we talk about they could theoretically do a better Dante's Inferno game than the actual Dante's Inferno now that Dante and Virgil are both in hell?
That'd be pretty cool.
be pretty cool. But I feel like, wasn't Devil May Cry 5? That was really just refining what they did in Devil May Cry 4, right?
In some respects, sure.
I feel Resident Evil 2 is a lot more of its own thing. Even though it is an actual remake, I feel like there's no game out there that really plays like that.
Dead Space.
I don't think so.
I mean, Dead Space is more action oriented, granted, but like
I feel like,
when you look at the core gameplay mechanics, they're similar.
I feel like with RE2, it's the first like really big sort of horror game that's really focused on horror and really gets all that stuff down so right, and it just
I don't know
that this can still
Alien
work.
Isolation.
That game fucking sucks dick. What are you talking about?
I didn't play it.
That's that's like Amnesia: The Dark Descent without any of the good stuff. But I feel like RE2 would win my vote. What are you gonna vote for, Bogan?
I'm gonna vote for Baba Is You. I mean, my list is Baba Is You is uncontested number 1. And then probably Katana Zero, and then Devil May Cry, and then I think Monster Hunter.
I
feel like the game of the year can only go to a AAA game.
That's nonsense. I loved Katana Zero, but better than Devil May Cry 5? No way. No.
You already voted for the best indie game. You already voted for the best indie game, Bogan. See, this is what I was talking about earlier, that these categories are always so nebulous on these award shows. Because in the actual game awards, they're gonna do this. They're gonna do, here's the best indie game, and here's the best real game, and it's a AAA game, and it has so much fucking product placement. Norman Reedus actually drinks Monster energy drinks in that fucking game. Like actual Monster energy drink.
But in the Game Awards, they also, have one indie game among the real ones, just to pretend we were so in touch with the small developers.
Oh my god, you Pathologic 2, it's an honor just to be nominated, even though you're better than almost everything else here.
I think you're right that DMC5 is better than Katana Zero. But
Katana Zero is arguably the more like unique and creative game. Like, I won't contest that, but I feel like Devil May Cry is much. There's a lot. How should I put this? I think it does what it sets out to do better than Katana Zero does.
I think, yes. I think DMC5 is, in my mind, also more than a crowd pleaser because I think they took some risk and some innovation with V. We already had this.
I agree with. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, but I feel like.
Well,
I feel like that risk didn't necessarily pay off, but I really like that they took it though.
Yeah, and that's why I love Baba Is You, because that's what I want from a game. It's like a completely untested new idea that I've never seen before, and it's done really well.
I feel like with Baba Is You, Bogan, you'd probably just have fun programming a game, because that's basically what that game is.
Sure, but I doubt that, but okay. I mean, I know, I get your argument. I don't think I have the patience to program shit.
It's kind of fun sometimes when things work. And then you fix something that doesn't work, and then 10 things don't work.
No, and I agree that Devil May Cry 5 isn't like exclusively a crowd pleaser. But I do feel that in being a crowd pleaser, it saved the series, and I think that's not something that should be downplayed. I think it's great that it managed to be both a risk taker and a crowd pleaser to the degree that that Devil May Cry is now like, okay, it has a future again.
Yeah, and going back to what I said earlier, if not for Resident Evil 7, you could have said that about RE2 as well. Damn it.
Sure.
Damn it! I want RE2 to win this, guys.
I haven't played enough of RE2, honestly, to like really say. I played a chunk of it and I really, really liked it, but
I also feel like I feel like V really drags down Devil May Cry 5. I feel like the latter half of RE2 really just drags when you're sort of in the sewer, and then now you gotta do this hacking mini game where you're in the vents and you need to break the vents.
Remember the epic crocodile boss fight?
Oh my god, you're running towards the camera. Remember that fucking fight where you're fighting, was it Dr. Birkin or somebody?
That happens 3 times.
Yeah, I feel like that was just an excuse to drain your resources. But fine, it's Devil May Cry. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, guys. I think I can pull off a bit of an upset here late in the game. I'm going to use the once a year Essays and Espresso veto to veto Devil May Cry 5.
That doesn't exist. You're.
So what are you voting for now?
Baba's you?
Devil May Cry 5.
Oh.
You can't veto it.
It's too powerful. Fine, it's Devil May Cry 5. Which it probably always was gonna be. I mean, it's the only game we all really like,
You know,
isn't
when
it?
you have like a weeb like Danny on the podcast.
Well,
Oh yeah. Talk about a weeb. Have you met Daniel?
oh yeah, I'm such a weeb. Unlike Boken, who watches currently airing anime like Fire Force.
Yeah. Bogan, you need to take a look at yourself, man.
Did you enjoy that girl getting groped during a fight scene?
Yes, I love when my tense fight scenes are completely dragged through the mud with out of place arrow humor.
Oh. I gotta ask, was it better or worse than that cutscene from Xenoblade?
Well, at least the moment in Fire Force was over quickly. That fucking cutscene in Xenoblade drags on.
All right.
Okay, so that's the Essays and Espresso Awards for 2019.
Whoa.
Tune in next year for the 2020 award. What game is gonna win? Is Zelda coming out next year?
I don't know.
Probably
Nintendo
not.
hasn't said. They haven't said. They barely, as of this recording, they haven't shown anything. We only
They've
got
shown
that
the trailer.
That first trailer, and that's it. We haven't gotten anything since then.
Bogan, maybe the next Zelda is gonna retroactively make what they did in Breath of the Wild good. Do you think?
What actual good games are we looking for next year?
I don't think. Well, is Last of Us 2 coming out next year?
Yes.
I think so.
That's probably gonna
Fuck,
win
I
the
still
award
need to
for
play the
best
first
game.
one.
Where you push the stick forwards.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're getting System Shock the remake and System Shock 3 next year.
Let's see. Well, I'm really looking forward to Yakuza 7.
Yeah, I feel like you're the only one though.
I don't care. This isn't a contest.
I'm looking forward to Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
What about Cyberpunk?
That's not coming
Yeah,
out
that might
next
be
year.
good.
Isn't
Yes, it
it?
is.
I thought it is.
No, it's not.
What about Final Fantasy Remake? Isn't that starting next year?
I'm interested, but I'm not like
Yeah.
excited. I'm not
Yeah.
excited for it. I'm like, because I feel like the original Final Fantasy VII is pretty great. It doesn't really need a remake, so that's why I'm like, what are you changing? What are you adding? Does it need this? I don't think so.
How much is Tetsuya Nomura gonna get his dumb ideas into this game?
To his credit, he did originally work on Final Fantasy VII.
He made some of the characters. Like, I don't think, just judging from subsequent Final Fantasy material, he clearly does not understand what made Final Fantasy VII so good. Like, watching that shitty movie he directed, good God. It's like he
Wait a
doesn't even
minute.
understand who Cloud is.
Wait a minute. Did he direct that?
I think he did.
Hold on a
Hold on.
second.
Advent
gotta
Children.
Fact check this. Hold on.
Tetsuya Nomura, director.
What?
Yeah, and
I can't believe
this
it.
guy,
No way.
he's so he so clearly doesn't understand what Final Fantasy VII is about.
He didn't.
And he's gonna...
He didn't write it, though. He didn't write it.
No, it doesn't matter.
It does matter. The writing...
No, it does... Like, a good director would have looked at the script and said, this is shit. You don't understand the character, you dumb writer. I'm gonna get a good writer in. But I feel like this is just... I don't want to see emo goth Cloud.
In Nomura's defense, I will say at least...
Oh, you would defend him.
Hold on. Hear me out. There was originally a scenario in Final Fantasy VII where half the party was going to die.
Yeah.
And Nomura stepped in and said, no, this is stupid. Take this out. So, and he was the one that was responsible for Aerith's death. He said this should be the only character that dies. And that's like one of the most memorable moments of the game, and arguably in gaming history. So you got to at least give him that.
Do I, though?
Yes.
Like, sure, the guy, like, he's not a complete jackass. Like, he's done good stuff. His character
I'm not
designs
saying
are
he's
fine.
great. I'm not
But
saying
I feel
like he's
I feel like
awesome.
this-
I'm just
I feel
saying.
like-
I'm just saying. Hey, he had his contributions. He did some good stuff.
Yeah, sure, but he's not going to make a good Final Fantasy VII remake. It's not going to be faithful to the original. You already saw that in the trailers where he's like, you're doing this for the planet, aren't you? And then Cloud mopes and he's like, ugh, I'm not interested in the planet. Ugh. And he's so fucking thin and skinny. He's supposed to be like a pretty fun guy. He was cool.
You're right. Cloud
The point
was
of that,
like the thing that people don't seem to remember or even realize about Cloud is that he was a dork.
the
You know?
scene where he goes into the whorehouse dressed as a woman, that's not funny because he's so effeminate that people buy it. No, it's he's a guy and now he has to sort of dress like that, and that's why it's funny. It wasn't a whorehouse. What was it?
No, yes, it definitely was a whorehouse. It was
There's
100% a whorehouse.
Isn't there also a scene where he goes into like a shower with a bunch of men?
Yes.
Yeah, what the that's so weird. But yeah, I feel like Tetsuya Nomura clearly Square should start leaning on some other creators because this guy doesn't have a clue. Also, how fucking hard is it to make a Final Fantasy game? How can it take so long to get Final Fantasy 15 made? This is the bad director. You can't blow out so much money and take so much time and have so little to show for it.
I feel that it's a little bit unfair to say that because we don't know what happened behind scenes. Granted, sure, that was under his watch, and I'm not saying he's not blameless, but we don't know the exact...
that Kingdom Hearts...
All I'm saying is we don't know the exact circumstances, so I don't know if it's totally fair to put all the blame on him.
I don't put all of it on him, but then you look at like Kingdom Hearts, and it's the Kojima problem where... No, it's not... Kojima is even a better storyteller, because Kojima's problem is that he can't stop writing the script. Nomura's problem seems to be that he can't get his head out of his ass.
Yes.
Like, what the hell even is the story of Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah,
you know what
I
the
don't
story?
know.
The story of Kingdom Hearts is, it's these two. It's Final Fantasy and Disney, and they meet and they have an adventure. Why?
Kojima's problem is that he's an ideas man. He has awesome ideas. He just doesn't know how to implement them well, which is why he needs other people around him to help him, like, bring his ideas to life and to give them like real shape and form. He doesn't know how to do them by himself. Nomura doesn't. Is just like a stream of consciousness. He's just like...
Oh, hey, here's another category. Who's the best game director of the year?
I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna say Kojima. even though we shat on his game.
I'm gonna say, what's his name? Simon Barlow?
What did he make?
Sam Barlow.
Sam Barlow.
He made Telling Lies.
Yeah, that's actual directing of actors.
Fuck that. No, you know what? That should have won the award for game they need to stop making. Stop trying to do a television show and a game combined.
Fuck
it's never
you.
going to be good.
You didn't even play it.
Hell no. No, I did. No, I didn't. I
I bought it on sale. I'm gonna play it soon.
I chose not to play it.
Anyways, I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up since I'm the host. Thanks, everyone. Bye. It's over. Tell me if you think I should be the host forever now.
No.
Also, next time we're gonna do Game of the Decade or Game of the Generation. Game of the Decade.
Game of the Decade.
What the hell? We'll only get to do that
Because we already did Game of the Generation.
Oh yeah,
yes, we did.
Well,
that's true.
We accidentally did that. That's true. And I promise you, people, it's not gonna be Dark Souls, or maybe it's gonna be Dark Souls.
It's gonna be Dark Souls.
It's probably gonna be Dark Souls.
Probably gonna be Dark Souls.
I'll be hosting that time too. I dips.
No.
Oh, I think the listeners should decide. Anyway, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.